Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Crusade. Last episode, we visited Babylon 5, which was so wonderful. Although really the only person that we saw that we knew was Lockley. But she and Gideon continued their little romantic dalliance, but both agreed that nothing can really come of it right now, considering we got to get going again. Gideon also kind of dealt with like a difficult race that we needed to potentially find some kind of lead into our cure. They were being difficult because they were hiding the fact that they were doing some nefarious things that, you know, they weren't supposed to be doing, and they were too afraid to be caught out, so they weren't trying to help us. But we kind of got that situated, and they were, you know, really uppity about it and kind of just helped us because it proved their superiority, but whatever. So I wonder if anything comes of it. I doubt we'll hear anything. But we also met Max's ex-wife. She had some money troubles with like some kind of like loan shark guy. And he helped her, gave a lot of money or credits, and also kind of scared him away. So he definitely still cares for her, and he did right by her here, even more so than I think he necessarily was responsible for or to do, but he stepped up. So that was nice. You know, they are trying to make him more likable, but I don't think they have enough episodes left to quite get me there. But this next episode is called Appearances and Other Deceits. So maybe like, I mean, appearances, you know, looks can be deceiving. Kind of putting on a front, maybe some kind of, I don't know. I wonder if we're going to see Galen. I would love to see. Anytime we have Galen, I am immediately more interested. But you know, there's still some things to know about Gideon for sure, and I just wonder if we're going to have enough time to get into it. But anything more with some of the other ship crew members would be nice. We've gotten a little bit of Dr. Chambers here recently. Max definitely. What's his name? Trace, the pilot guy. Got a little bit of him. So we'll see what we're getting into, but we're about halfway done now, close to, or even more than halfway done. So yeah, let's get back into it. What is that? Ooh. Uh-oh.
There's apparently some concern with how our work here is being perceived back home.
Oh,
They've been assigned to help us.
We're a
Before
pure
their
nightmare,
tour
I
is
guess.
finished, I may have to kill them, assuming Lieutenant Matheson doesn't beat me to it.
The colors are too bright. They don't say power to me. They don't say importance to me. They say day at the circus.
So it's an
It all had
aesthetic
to be
issue?
redone.
Captain, we're picking up something on the long-range scanners. Source unknown.
This is getting too intense for me.
It's a first contact situation. We've
So
handled them
dramatic.
before.
I meant the colors.
Come
So if you'll
on.
excuse me, I'm going back down to look at the uniforms again.
A ship that big would need a crew of several hundred people.
Well,
does.
It's really big.
We're picking up one life sign, but well over 1,000 organics. Everyone else on the ship is dead.
Oh.
It's practically a ghost ship. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
We've reached the main chamber and found the crew. It's hard to tell. They've all been exposed to hard vacuum, but it looks like they've been dead for less than a week.
Oh my
Dr.
god.
Chambers would be able to give you a better estimate than I could.
What killed them?
Looks like they killed each other.
They killed each other.
Can't tell. We found the source of the signal.
Is this the one we saw in the beginning?
Doctor, we're losing him. Getting massive coronary disruption, total shutdown.
What? We just had him stabilized 2 minutes ago.
I know, I don't understand. We need a defibrillator team in there.
They're suiting up. 2 minutes.
There isn't time.
He's brave. Oh shit. Oh no. Did that communicate something?
I want you to go through
Did it?
full decontamination
Yeah,
procedure before
definitely,
you come
for
out of
sure. She got
there,
touched.
including body cavity decon.
Oh.
Damn it. It's almost as if he willed himself to die.
Doesn't make sense.
He
set out
transferred
to distress
himself
signal
over,
so
I
he
think,
wanted to be
maybe.
saved. Why choose to die?
I don't know. You ever stand in a room with mirrors on all four walls so the reflections go on into infinity, one into the other, into the other?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I saw when I looked inside his head. Multiple EEG readouts, and that's simply not possible.
Oh no. Oh, everyone's gonna start fighting each other.
Either they have one language for speaking and one language for writing, which is highly unlikely, or else,
Or what?
or someone else other than the aliens wrote all this.
Someone else?
But there was no one else there.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
I mean, look at it.
Why do
Just look
this?
at it.
Shit.
Here, take a
Well.
look at this. Later.
Oh shit. This is spreading like wildfire. This is gonna take no time.
Yes! I knew that would work. This is the captain's log, you see? And what would a captain talk about more than his ship?
Hurry. Send it out.
Listen to Gideon.
She's about to touch you.
I'll meet you in the conference room in 10 minutes. I have found something.
Oh, run! Well, that'll work. Sorry, Cleast. Run! Shit.
By sealing off the decks, we can control how fast this thing spreads.
Good thinking, Max.
Thank you, but not my idea. All he did was buy himself some time.
Well, that's not
In the
nothing.
end, he decided the only way to stop this thing was to destroy the ship and kill everyone on board.
Oh shit. Well, we can't have it come
and
to
if we don't
that.
figure out a way to stop it, we may have to do the same thing.
Shit.
We should talk.
About what?
About negotiating a peaceful way out of this. Because
There
otherwise,
is one?
neither you nor any of your crew are going to get out of this alive.
He was protecting me when this happened.
That's what they're trained to do. They join the military looking to serve with honor. He did that.
You know, no one's
Definitely.
even told me his name.
Greenberg.
If they could take control of someone just based on line of sight or proximity, they would have done so. You can see them reaching out, transferring the alien presence by touch. As long as we make sure that they can't touch me, should
We
be
need a bubble.
Well, it's a should that bothers me. It's not 100%.
nothing ever is, Lieutenant.
There are several inhabited worlds in this area. Take us to one of them and we'll leave peacefully. You can go on your way.
While you take over their world.
That would be the inevitable result. I suggest you not try anything rash. The captain of the last ship thought he could stop us. He failed.
You're stuck on this ship, same as we are.
That's so
Anything
true.
you do to us, you do to yourselves.
Oh, not necessarily. As you'll discover for yourself soon enough. If you
What does
don't
that
do
mean?
what we're asking for.
They form a chain leading up to that tube, the back row, touching the one in front of it, and on till the end. Well, we know the alien force was spread by touch. Yes, but the numbers get smaller the closer you move to the tube, until there's just one.
I'm very observant.
Interesting. If touch is how the genie gets out of the bottle, then maybe touch is how the genie gets back in the bottle again.
Way to go, guy.
Maybe. But we still need to figure out how to get the alien forms off the ship willingly. That's not going to be easy. Just show them this color scheme. If that doesn't drive them off, nothing will.
I told you there would be consequences if you did not comply with our demands, Captain.
Wait, no!
Damn.
Bitch, I swear to God.
You know what? Kill this body? We'll just move into another one.
Sir, once you're inside, they can take you over same as they did everybody
Just
else.
don't
They
let
have a
him
way to stall
touch
by us
you.
some time, but not a lot. It looks like they're going to gain control of the ship. I'm authorizing self-destruct. One way or another, this ends here.
If you kill us, then you kill your own crew, which rather defeats the point of coming.
I don't have to kill you. All I have to do is blow away the kneecap of anyone who tries it. And we can fix the damage later, after you're gone.
But there is one small problem with your logic.
What?
In less than an hour, your air supply will run out.
Shit.
Then you will have to take off that suit.
Better get shooting. Shooting some
die.
kneecaps.
Even you need air, Captain.
We all do, don't we?
We all do.
As Mr. Eilerson says, The air is human.
What is he talking about? It's a cliche. I never use cliches. I never said that in my entire life.
Don't be cliche.
The saying is to err is human, not the air is human. Does he know he's being monitored?
Affirmative. But they've got the frequency
Yeah, I
as
thought
well,
I
so
heard
they're
that
probably
wrong.
listening in.
Then maybe that was meant for us.
The air is human.
If he's figured something
To
out and he couldn't say
err
it openly, he'd have to say it in a way they wouldn't notice.
is human.
What does it mean? Sarah, how long does the average human last without oxygen?
4 to 5 minutes, no more. Then you start to get brain damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
good enough.
tricky.
Come on, gotta get to medbay.
What's a medbay?
If I'm right, it's our ticket out of here.
Oh, there they go. Transferring. So now we just gotta kill this guy without killing the body. Damn. No, no, no! Can you do that to whoever that is? Is he dead?
I told them they couldn't stop me.
I can't move. I can't move.
They're locked in.
I can't move.
There's a dead body.
Don't. We can work this up. Don't do this. We can work together. I know what you're looking for. I know where you can find. I know where you can find it.
You do?
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Now you should have said that sooner.
Yes, sir.
You know what to do.
Bye.
We had them stop off en route to pick up the new uniforms so you could have them right away.
New uniforms.
I didn't want to wait a minute longer than was necessary.
We've already approved the designs with Earth Force personnel back home, and they've given the go-ahead. Wear it with pride, Captain. That's an order.
Whatever.
I keep hoping that he would have approved of using his body like that.
I think they honored him.
I think so.
The most I risk is a paper cut usually.
It's good that you know that.
They risk it all, and
Really going max heavy on these last couple
in the end, who's to
episodes.
speak for them.
Gideon. And I don't envy him the job.
I look like a bellhop.
It is giving bellhop a little bit.
Dear Mrs. Greenberg, I was
Yeah.
your son Stuart's commanding
This is
officer.
the not fun part.
I wanted you to know that he gave his life in the pursuit of his duty. His actions saved the lives of over 300 of his fellow crewmen. I have submitted his name for a commendation. Dear Mr. Arkham, your son David gave
Tough
his
gig.
life in the performance of his duty. I was his commanding officer.
That was pretty interesting, having this race that kind of just, I mean, I guess it's like a commentary on like communism or whatever, where there's like no individualism, and kind of pointing out the importance of that when one individual can do something so great as to save that many people. I mean, you know, he wasn't alive to do it, even though he did save Max. But in his honor, Max was able to come up with this plan to use his body to trap the one they all went into, which is kind of like also commentary in itself, where it's like, well, there are no individuals, but when it all comes down to it, all rises to one person who starts taking advantage and actually is, you know, going for a power grab, or just, you know, becomes dictator-like. So I think that's kind of interesting. And then to see Gideon there at the end, take the time to recognize the individuals and what they sacrificed. I thought that was pretty nice too. A lot of Max in these last couple episodes, and I'll admit that he's a skosh more likable, but just his, like, I know like the arrogance kind of is like a mask and the contradiction, like he says, but you know, even he's like, no, that's not really it. But I don't know, there's something about him that like grates. He would never be someone that would be like my favorite character or anything, but I am softening on him a little. I think he's growing quite a bit of a relationship with Dr. Chambers, which is also helping with that. And it's so wild that they have to like change uniforms to make some difference on how the people of Earth are feeling. But I thought this was also kind of interesting in the way that this thing was spreading and how quickly they were trying to contain it, which is kind of what they're trying to do with the people back on Earth, contain their panic or how they feel about what we're doing. We need them to believe in us that we can find this cure. So we need to present, and if changing our uniform helps with that, I guess that we're going to do that, even though, you know, Gideon there at the end didn't like it and took it off. I don't know if it's going to stick, but it seems like they were going to go with it. But yeah, very curious that while the leader was kind of locked in there, was talking about like, oh, I know what y'all want or whatever, really should have led with that. And maybe we could have gotten some kind of information. I, you know, after all these episodes, I don't feel like we're any closer to even kind of like a general direction of where we should be looking. And I don't know if they ever plan to have some kind of lead that would like lead to something and kind of build, or if it was just going to be kind of this random thing that we found. But every time we don't find it, you're like, well, that was, you know, that didn't lead to what we're looking for. So we kind of just got to move on. But, you know, it's the journey or whatever, you know, we're learning about the characters and you're seeing just how good of a captain Gideon is. He was, you know, willing to go in and do the difficult thing, even though it put him in quite a lot of danger, but he's definitely willing. That's never been in question. And he's just a really good leader of this crew, and they all recognize that, which is really nice. But yeah, we saved ourselves and kept that kind of hive mind thing from spreading to some other place, because they were trying to go and keep this thing moving, but we were able to stop at least this version of it, even though I don't think this was like it. I'm sure there are other ones, but you know, we stopped this, so take the win for sure. But yeah, interesting stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.